Coifish. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cast on in 3 different techniques, one with your hands, one with your arms, and the other with some vampire needles with some chunky yarn. And I mean chunky, it is luscious, so luscious that my cats love it. Okay? And that's a good thing. Hey everyone, welcome to Joy Coifish. I am Joy Koi, and today I'm going to be showing you how to cast on in 3 different ways, 1, 2, 3, with your hands, one with your arms, and the other with these needles. Yeah, I got them for Christmas one year. Vampires. I feel like I'm gonna kill someone with these needles. It's like, watch out, beware of your little siblings. Alright, so I'm gonna be showing you how to cast on with all of these techniques. They're really simple. You'll be able to get them and get them down really quickly. And I like to keep my videos short and sweet. As a viewer, I like to watch them short and sweet because I have kind of bad attention span. So we're gonna get started. Let's do it. Knitting with our hands is really easy. I have knitted a really comfy blanket with my hands once, and it went over really well, and it just happened to be the best one for when I started out for my first chunky blanket, and it is really good, really solid, but I didn't really know how to do this technique because I went ahead and did a bunch of slip knots, and boy, wasn't that tormenting. I had to get all of these loops already prepared, and boy, I don't know how I made it work as a beginner knitter. Oh well, but today I'm going to be showing you the easy method. It's going to make you go wow. Alright, so we're going to need some chunky yarn and your hands. I'm hoping you have hands or a hand because otherwise you won't be able to do this method. Okay, so you begin by making a slip knot. And slip knots are pretty easy. You'll begin by making a loop. Don't worry about having a long tail. Your tail is the yarn that is not connected to the wall of yarn. And you then bring up a loop through that loop, and then you have a loop. How many loops is that? 3 if you counted. No, just kidding. So this is called a slip knot in knitting, but you can call it a loop or whatever you like. I just said loop 4 times. That's kind of extreme. So here is how you begin. If you're a crocheter, you might notice this as looking like the chain stitch when you are casting on. And yes, it's pretty much like that, except you're doing it with your hands. Okay, so begin by bringing up a loop or taking your yarn and putting it through the loop. Okay, that would be counted as 1 stitch. Then you do the same thing. You take your yarn, you bring it up through the loop, then you have another loop, and this would be counted as 2 stitches, and then again, take your yarn, put it up through the loop, make another loop, and that would be counted as un, deux, trois stitches, if you know French. Alright, le français c'est oui. Oh well, so there it is, and we're gonna get started on the next technique. So this one makes a really pretty edge, and I like it, and it will make a really clean, tidy edge when you are doing your hand knitting. Looks really pretty, right? The next technique, you're going to be doing it with your hands. So you're going to take your yarn, and that's literally all you need. Your yarn and your arms. Alright, so begin by making a slip knot, and again, don't worry about that tail. So you just take the slip knot, make a loop, you make the slip knot, make sure it's a little big. I like it to be a little roomy so that it isn't too tight on my arm. Okay, so once you've made that, what you do is you just put it on your wrist or your arm. Then what you do is you take this loop here, or this yarn, sorry, and you take it and you kind of make a twisted loop, like so. And then you put it on your needle. Or on your needle, jeez, what am I saying? Your arm is a needle? No, it is not. Well, right now it's acting like a needle. Okay, so then we have 2 stitches. Okay, so you take your yarn once again and you make a twisted loop. By twisted loop, I mean a loop that you literally just twist to make like this, kind of crossed over. Then you put it on your arm, like so. You'll know that it is actually correct, because if you do it the opposite way where you don't do a loop, you just put it on your arm, that's your yarn, and you're just going to notice that all of your stitches are going to be made by doing this. Next technique, I'm going to be showing you the 2 ways in order to cast on with these huge, gigantic vampire needles. This is US size 75 knitting needles from Fathom, BC. You can go check them out. They are in British Columbia in Canada. And they're really cool, so you should definitely go check them out. The first way I'm going to be showing you is like we have been casting on with all of the other techniques, and I call it the short tail cast on method because I don't really have a name for it, so that's what I use for it. So, for the short tail cast on method, you don't need any tail like we've been doing before. You can just go ahead and make your slip knot. It's really, really simple. You don't need any long tail like we are going to need for the other technique, which is called the actual official long tail cast on method, which you will see both in knitting. Okay, so you put that loop, that slip knot on your needle, and then again, like we were doing before with our arm knitting, you're gonna make a loop, like a crossed over loop, like so. Put it on your needle. And then you do that again, so you make a crossed over loop. Sorry, my arm is in the way. So you make a crossed over loop like this. And you put it on your needle. So you cross over loop. And then you put it on. Drop it on. And you have 4 stitches. 5, 6, and so on. This one makes a really pretty edge that almost looks like a wave or a V on the bottom, which you can't really see with this 100% of tail. So you measure that out, do whatever you need, and then you make a slip knot. You're going to need some tail because in this way you're going to be working with both of these strands. And as a knitter, if you are a knitter or if you're not, it's kind of simple. It takes a little getting used to. That's why I don't recommend absolutely using this method, although it's really nice and makes a really pretty edge. So go for the short tail cast on method for needle knitting before you go for this if you're an absolute daring, you definitely go for this as well. Okay, so you take your left hand pointer finger and thumb, and then you put it between the 2 strands of yarn. So one of these strands is a tail that is kind of loose. This is the dead end of your yarn that is not connected to your yarn, which means it's kind of a nice. And then the other tail, or the other strand, one that is connected to your yarn. When you're looking at this, it kind of looks like an N. I can't really show you on the camera, but that's the best you can see. You can see the N. Okay, then what you do, that's pretty simple, right? Then what you do is you take your needle, put it up through the front part before your thumb, then you loop it around, and then you dive it through the pointer finger spot, and then you bring it through. Like that. So I'll show you again. So you make the arrow end shape, bring it through this front part, and then you bring it through the pointer finger part, and then you bring it through. Once more, I will show you. You make an N, put it through the loop, the thumb loop part, bring it through the loop that is in front of your pointer finger, your index finger, and then you bring it through. That's pretty simple, isn't it? But again, it's kind of daring. So there's lots of videos out there. I'll have probably in the future a more in-depth video for this. I'm sorry about the camera angles today. I'm doing this without a tripod. But yeah, there's definitely better videos explaining how to do this with chunky yarn and needles. So you can just check out how to maybe search how to, how to chunky cast on with long tail cast on method with needles. You might want to do some sort of search like that. Okay, so those are all of the ways. So now you can get started with that. Was it. It was pretty simple, wasn't it? I know. Even my cats could do that probably. Hi. How are you? It's my cat, sorry. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, well, you know what to do. You hear it in every single video. I know. I've been a viewer for many years, and it gets a little annoying. So I'll let you do what you want to do. Maybe hit the red button. Maybe hit the thumbs up button. I don't know. Maybe hit the thumbs down button. People do that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. I usually try to receive and return replies to you in your comments as quickly as I can. I get notifications, but currently I'm doing at-home learning, so I might be able to see your notification or your comment. I might not, but if this video was helpful, do press that thumbs up instead of that thumbs down. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Toodles. Bye-bye.